Literally just now my neck cracked so hard that I thought that my head is going to fall off. But yeah, I've ate, I've drunk, I've got like maybe 1.5 glass of Coke just to drink during the stream. Actually, for real, like recently, I don't know why, but my but like I haven't really talked much on streams, but on the last stream I've talked like really a lot, to be fair, like really darn a lot. So yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Fun fact for those that don't know, I'm actually copying and pasting things the way how I'm writing it on Blue Sky, because yes, I've actually jumped ships to the Blue Sky fully. I'm not active on Twitter anymore, so that's that. Really sorry for that. I did this mostly because of the things that Twitter is doing, which is feeding all of the posts to AI directly, along with all the, you know, illustrations, posts, etc. Not sure why they are doing this. Maybe it's like some sort of form of beneficent way for people that are going to pay premium for the checkmark, just so they wouldn't have to write their own posts and just get everything along with, even with the illustrations done for them, just because they're paying. Not sure. The thing is that I just don't want this, and I want to use Blue Sky now, because actually Blue Sky have been a alternative I was on, but I wasn't really that much active because I wanted to give Twitter a second chance. They've actually totally annihilated that second chance this instant, when they've actually said that they are going to use it. And I've seen all of people are actually jumping ships to Blue Sky. They have like billion or something like that registered users from what I've seen, which is quite much. I've actually received, I was actually at the start when you still needed a special friend code, or rather an invite to use it, which was quite crazy that I received it. But yeah, give me just a second, I need to like cut my fingernails because they are starting to be a bit infuriating, especially for drawing. There we go. And actually, I didn't manage to clean my room that I've planned. Oh well, I'm gonna do this after stream. It's not like we are going to sit here till midnight, right? But yeah, this is it. For now we are just waiting. Really sorry for the previous stream that I didn't really done much from updates. On the illustration, I've actually been showing a lot of things, like tutorials and stuff. I was just, you know, doing a lot of those, so I've like talked for the first like 40 minutes, like first 48 minutes of the stream about this, and yeah, that's that generally. Fuck. I didn't manage to I didn't manage to mute myself before sneezing. Sorry. Oh my, oh my. But yeah, I still have couple things to do. On the thing. I'm going to bring out once again the I'm going to bring out once again the resources I was using, just for sheer sake of seeing my references. They're easily accessible, actually. I'm using Reno Tunes artworks as my references, basically because we have very similar style. I've started to actually differentiate from his style, so that's that. Let me just see. Okay, that's the proper one. Okay. So I've actually downloaded the Redot and started working on it, and I have to say it's already starting to feel slightly better. I don't know why. Godot seemed a bit choppy. Redot doesn't actually have that issue. For some unknown reason, actually. That's crazy, I have to say. But yeah. And surprisingly, they have some, you know, first things going on. Like, you know, they already have a couple more versions than what Godot has. And I've seen that they've actually... I think based on how much Godot actually have done and what actually they have there, in Redot, they've like made the update that more or less covers everything to more or less covers everything that Godot covers in like first update that differentiates from that. It's like they've literally pushed update, the first update, which actually filled out all the things that Godot was like, that we've had to wait a really long time for Godot, and still they have much more things. Like, for example, you can set bones that are affected by physics, which from what I've seen, Godot doesn't really have that. They just have normal bones, that's it. Did you make that? Yeah, this is what I've been drawing. Yeah. Also, hi Val. Hi. Glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's it going? Which Val am I talking to though? Or am I talking to both of you? But yeah, the issue I have here is that I didn't really do that. Lol, yeah. So basically, I'm slowly progressing with my project today, and I've already done much more than I've done in the past couple weeks, so that's this. Thanks to Zaga, actually, who keeps checking on things that actually can turn to be more effective. If not him, I would probably still stick to Godot and suffer, because Godot apparently turned to shit after a certain time. But yeah. So what we are going to do is actually going to finish the skin of Piper. Piper is her. She's actually Turbo Granny. She's like freaking 80 years old, apparently, lore-wise. But yeah, that's that. That's generally that. So yeah, let me just check a couple things. I need hard light here, or rather hard shadow, which is going to like split and show that there's like something pressing on her chest. But this is actually really cool because you can see the difference between like characters, like even in like breast size generally. So like that's crazy. A lot of games actually don't really do that. Surprisingly, if you look at some of the games, you don't really see that much of a difference. Like, for example, their logic is that small breasts or flat chest are kids, and you know, any size of like bigger breasts is generally an adult woman, and this is not the case here. So yeah. I'm trying to figure things out a little bit here and there. Bro. I really have to work things out and start waking up really early. Again. I want to once again go to sleep and wake up after like 5-6 hours, at least for now, and try to come back to the sleeping schedule I've had. It's really difficult to do that. I've had this sleeping schedule, but then I've started to sleep more. Not sure why, just started. Had problems waking up, so that's that. Maybe it's just because I was so tired. Because like I've had the 2 weeks off, right? So I was like doing a lot of different things. And generally I was sleeping much more. And now when I'm back to work, I'm starting to notice that I'm actually having struggles with like waking up really early. We'll see actually tomorrow because, yeah. For sure I might be slamming them meds for sleep, and I guess I have to start using them more often. I've stopped drinking just because of that. Hi Star, welcome back. Hi. Is it to draw a Halloween special finally? I see. That's so cool actually. I haven't really prepared anything for Halloween, so that's that. Spooky season is here, right? Finally. We don't really have Halloween here in Poland. We have Day of the Dead. We just go to the cemeteries and just mourn dead family members. That's so excited. Free candy. Free candy, let's go. Just watch out for the candies, right? Like actually over here in Poland we have this thing where like some kids in Warsaw or Krakow were actually trying to do the normal trick-and-treating, like the typical Halloween stuff. So so actually some people started like put in like actual like razor blades and like different things like nails and stuff in the candy bars and stuff. That was really fucked up of them. Like some people are actually doing that. Like 5 kids went to the hospital last year. To like this year you don't really hear anything about it because like before like it was already known that kids are going to trick or treat like a week before. This year they are not talking about anything like this. No one is actually thinking of it. Hi Jayon, welcome back. Hi hi. Poor kids. Poor kids. To be fair, I would straight up just give candies to kids if they would like knock to the doors. To be fair, I don't really mind that. They just want to have fun. When I was younger, I was always dreaming about, like, you know, doing the typical like dressing up and going to get candies, but like, yeah, like here in Poland, people are really grumpy. They are really darn grumpy. What are you dressing as, Star? Because I understand you are going trick-or-treating. What should I be in Halloween party? I have no idea. I haven't even go trick-or-treat when I was younger, yeah. To be fair, not sure. Not sure. I remember like once we've had like schools like dress up party, and my parents like actually rent out an outfit just for the party, and I had the I had actually like a devil's outfit. I had like, you know, pitchfork and stuff, and the teacher like drew, you know, the curly mustache on my face. That was funny. Good old times. Hi Astrid, welcome back, welcome back. I have history tomorrow. I like history. We didn't really done much. Uni parties are crazy. People really go crazy in uni. Yeah, I heard. Like, actually, uni parties here in Poland were locked because everyone was like, every girl was like dressed as a slutty outfit. Like, oh, I'm a slutty bee, and I'm a slutty police officer, and I'm a slutty nurse and stuff. And like every single, they were like, you know, hi Glage, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? I have not been here in ages. Hey, that's not right. That's not right. It's alright, Glage. Actually, it's alright. But yeah, they're like actually locking, they've actually locked the parties here. Our history teacher is actually the GOAT, yeah. My history teacher was actually really fun. Yeah, I'm like for sure handcuff me already. He's like 35 or something, I see. We've had a lady, she was also like a younger teacher. I think she was like around her 40s though. She liked the Second World War. Fun, actually. She like really wanted, she really had a lot to talk about when it comes to the Second World War. Like with many like different details that they were not even talking about in the books. She really liked this period. Apparently, like she wrote a whole like work, because like, you know, to be a teacher she had to finish special like college, right? So her college finishing for the story was like actually describing the entirety of the World War II from the start to finish, with every single beat, or with like every single event that happened in there. Younger teachers lecture hits different, to be honest. Not talking gender. Yeah. We had a really younger, way younger teacher actually once, but she was really bad. She was like teaching us English and stuff. She was like really messed up. I don't know, maybe it's because she was young and she didn't want students to like get on her head, but like, you know, you couldn't even breathe louder on her lessons because she was like, you know, straight up just punishing students for that. Like literally for breathing louder. When you had sniffles, right? Like for example, it's cold and your nose gets stuffy because of it. You literally you literally had to go through the entire like 15 minutes of only English talk. I remember I've once came in with a cold and I like had stuffed nose and she thought that she's going to actually beat me in English. Too bad, I was actually better than her in English. So I was just talking in English for like entire class actually instead of 15 minutes just to assign my dominance. She had to Google Translate several words I was using. Hi Expect, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? How have you been, buddy? Welcome back, welcome back. Once came? I guess I have to come again. Bro. Hi Kirby, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? What's up? I'm doing good, doing good. Didn't really manage to do stuff that I wanted, to be fair. Because like I've prepared everything to like after like taking a shower I could quickly like get things in. Like, you know, I could just throw things into my like my clothes into the wardrobe. There we go. I don't know, but I've had a small brain fart right there. I don't know why. My brain just turned off. Hello Burnice, hello Piper, yee. Been shopping some games. How you been? I've been okay, I've been okay. Wanna guess the movie by emoji? Not really. We can try though. I'm really bad at those. But it's looking mean. Thank you, thank you. I have mint condition shading. Can someone buying? Minty fresh, yeah. I like the thong Burnice more than vanilla. This thong Burnice more than vanilla? What do you mean? She usually wears shorts beneath, right? No. Burnice actually wears like red panties underneath. Ghostbusters, Jayon? Is that it? They shorts? No. I really don't want to Google Burnice, Zenless Zone Zero Burnice panties because it's really messed up and difficult to explain. I don't know then. What are they called? Safety shorts? Yeah, in Vtuber world, this is like how they are called because 3D Vtubers tend to like get their panties quite often like glitched out and shown to the camera, so like to make like anti-flash system, they've made safety shorts. They're like tights or something. My wife has some dun. Oh, okay, gotcha. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Dun. I don't know about VTubers, but in general, they're usually called shorts or tights. Yeah, they're called shorts or tights. This actually burn. Wait, let me close the window. It's starting to get cold and it's reeking from outside, like a, I don't know, like a burnt rubber. I think someone once again is using trash instead of the actual wood or coal to burn. Do you like astrology? Possibly, yeah. Like, I've had this like ghost thingy. And I've been reading a lot about astrology and stuff just because, like, for example, supposedly, Winchester's house have been, Winchester's house have been actually, like, built based on the astrological numbers. So, like, you have, like, everything, like, insert everything in a room sums up to like 13, like the amount of stairs sums up to 13, amount like of like doors sums up to like 13, etc, etc, etc. So like generally when you have an instance of something, it usually sums up to 13, like this, just because like apparently the lady who was building that house was like contacting with the spirits and wanted to build a house that would be like a catalyst for all of the ghosts that are possible around. So like basically like a metro station for the ghosts, like a place to stay there, right? Or like just come around. So generally like she was building it by contacting with the ghosts, and the ghosts were telling her how many stairs, doors, etc. there's supposed to be in a whole thing. So apparently that's that. The shit's must bad, yeah. Oh, you should try the app CoStar if it's available where you are. What's CoStar? Let me check. Oh, that. Nah, don't worry. It's not like I'm... It is, but it's not like I'm actually that much into astrology. I'm just... I was just reading about it when I had my like a ghost interest. I still have, like, I'm still interested in like paranormal activities, but like it's not like I'm reading like looking into tarots or reading about like astrology and astrological numbers and stuff. But yeah. But back in the days I had my thing. I'm a Capricorn and I found a sextrology book that defined me way too well, bro. I'm an Aquarius. Does that tell anything about being like treated like trash by every single person and having only bad experiences in relationships? You like astrology? I mean, kinda. A little, yeah. Like for the Aquarius, does it actually say a little about that? Or are you saying that you like astrology a little? Because that would be darn funny. Like, I know that's like Aquarius is supposed to be like the best listeners. I kind of find myself as a good listener. I prefer to listen. You being Aquarius, yeah. I am Aquarius. So yeah, like I do like to listen than talk, but like, you know, when I'm just sitting here and the only method to contact is like me, for example, reading out your things, yeah, I have a lot of problems with being an introvert. I once met my previous self through lucid dream. It was Egyptian dude. His eyes was green, birdy kinda, and when I tried to see background, it was all blurry. Bruh, how come you know it was your previous self? I'm a cop and we are known to be introverts. I was growing up and now I'm hella extroverted. To be fair, I've never really changed. I was always the kind of friend, for example, that likes to listen and try to figure out solutions for the issues of others, but I don't really like talking about my own issues. It's very bad, and generally I do feel like it's really bad. I don't know, my English is bad, previous or older body. At the arcade. Then you think your English is good, yeah? I've actually had a dream with that, how to say this? Do you know that face that everyone sees in their dreams? Like, I've had actually a dream like that. For real though. Like, the issue I've had was like, it was weird, like really weird. I've had an issue, and like you know, just because I wasn't really talking about it, it was like really influencing me. And I've had a dream where I've just talked with this person, and he was like, you know, just bouncing off the ideas. How do you manage to go live? I just have OBS on my PC and I have everything like connected to it. So basically I have my stream key assigned, etc, etc, etc. It's not all about sun signs. Your moon, Mars, Mercury plays a really big role in your life, bruh. Oops, twice a day, oh. How do you manage to go twice a day? To be fair, I just started a stream. You using Huion to multi-stream? No, I'm using OBS. I'm using, I have a normal OBS with a plugin that actually allows you to multi-stream to several platforms. If I could, I can also start this stream right now on Kick, because I have this platform assigned to my streams. I can stream on several platforms anyway. It's a plugin for OBS. Oh wait, no, this is the plugin made by Sorayuki. Not sure what is the exact name of it. Yeah. Man, my nose is itchy. Like really darn itchy. It works well. Atrium ends up delaying, so my YouTube stream ends up a minute behind, I see. Like the one I'm using is actually far better. Like I'm actually starting to stream on YouTube, and it's like also adding the shipment of the data to Twitch, so I don't have any delays on both platforms actually. When I'm using this plugin. I've heard actually, I think I've heard about this plugin and people were actually saying that it's not really good. Link it in the Discord or Twitter. What do you mean? I wanna give it a try tomorrow. Wait, let me just finish the shoulder and I look around on... It's right on the OBS thing. How many people watching from Twitch? Expect RKRB, there's Zega coming around when he has time. You good, don't let me distract you. No, it's okay. It's on OBS forum, so it shouldn't be really that difficult. It's accessible for free. YouTube censoring the most random BS. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm here, yeah. Feat reveal when? Sheesh. I've done a feat reveal. Here, yeah. In the artwork, I see. No core shadow under the arm? No. Okay. Had to change my resources. Okay. Just to check if everything is fine. I need to limit those like this. What rig do you use? How powerful is your PC? I have NVIDIA 4070 or 4050. Yeah, 4050 or something like that. RTX, I have Ryzen 9, 32 gigabytes RAM, one directed, I have a directed hard SSD drive for Windows system and 1 terabyte HDD for games and stuff. I have a huge TV, maybe it's not as huge, but it's like I have a TV as a monitor, and I have a graphic tablet with LCD. To be fair, I don't even know like what else I can say. Like I have really huge PC. Yeah, that's that. Wait, let me check in my manager if it's possible. Okay, so my CPU is Ryzen 9 5900X 12-core processor. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, sorry. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have two drives, HDD and SSD, and I have NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070. Yeah, it's 4070, not 4050. I was born in a more powerful country just to buy things easy. So it's, yeah, RTX 4070. To be fair, I had to save for this PC for like 3 months. So it wasn't really bought easily, because I couldn't buy anything for myself. Like, I actually couldn't buy anything for myself for 3 months straight just to save up for this PC. It was like almost 9k PLN. So yeah, I had to sit down and save every single penny I had. And it was still difficult. I was also doing OTs, so like overtime at work, so I could actually buy it. So it's not really that, it wasn't really that easy to buy. I was just working my ass off for it. But I'm happy with it now. It has almost a year now, and I'm really happy with the purchase. I like the falls you've got drawn for her bum. For her bum? Yeah. Don't worry, we'll have like closer look to that when we'll be drawing a bit more on it. Yeah, it should go like this. $800 Strix laptop, $30 capture card, and $20 Lavalier mic. I don't have any cam yet, but I don't have a Vtuber that would function with video yet. I see. So I actually have HyperX microphone. It's really good. And for the stabilization, I'm actually using the SteelSeries GG. So it's SteelSeries sensor, which SteelSeries sonar, which actually helps out with quite a few things, you know, like with stabilizing the audio, etc. And it has a built-in AI for things. The mic on a boom arm? No. I mean, I can give it a boom arm. It's like a desk standing one which has like stabilizer, like shock stabilization. So if, for example, something would fall on my desk, you are not going to hear any distortions in the sounds, just because like the microphone is not going to wobble, right? So it has like shock protective thing, but I can actually unscrew it and hook it to the thing. Can't reveal when. To be fair, I was thinking about I have a rig for hand reveal, actually. I was thinking about either making a stream where I would draw something traditionally, or a stream where I would like open Pokemon cards or assemble Lego or something. I just need to get one of those things. But yeah, I have a full thing going on here. I also have Logitech webcam, which wasn't really that expensive. Legos, I'd watch that. Yeah, I want to assemble at least one Lego. I really want to assemble at least one Lego set, but like not typical Legos that you can get for kids or something. But actually I want to get like, I don't know, Iron Man Hulkbuster set or something like this. You know, like something cool that I could actually have on my shelf and not feel ashamed. JK. But like, seriously though, I really want to do something. I was thinking also about getting like Dragon Ball or Pokemon ones. What's fave YouTuber? I don't have one. I just watch random YouTube stuff, like whatever is interesting for me. There are a couple Polish people that I'm watching. There are So generally, like I'm watching like some Polish YouTubers and like English YouTubers, like for example Queso and other people that are actually quite interesting for me. But to be fair, I don't really have a favorite one. It's not like, oh, I have to watch it. It depends also on the content I want to watch. Even for the things like drawing, I'm watching different people. When I was younger, I really liked to watch Mark Riley, but I don't know, it kind of seems not really well. It doesn't really seem as interesting for me anymore. Also, Mark Riley had like a huge break. For those who don't know, he's an author of Brody's Ghost, so that's that. I watched Squeegee a lot. She's awesome, I see. Like from Pokemon content, I watch like Purple Clave mostly. Because like I don't really like Wolfie or Pokemon challenges because they're like over-calculating everything, while Purple Cliff like still knows a little bit about the calculations, but he doesn't really pay attention to that. He's focusing on being more interesting, which actually hooks me. Like for example, his try not to laugh things. Queso is just, you know, he's just like a goof, you know? Because mine is you. Aww. She does a lot of how to draw, I see. JK2? What? Jail? Bruh. I like chatting with you. I'm really glad to hear it. Smosh, they are all around and making a ton of great videos. Love their Reddit story VODs. I don't know, Smoshes fell off for me. They started making like a lot of weird things. Was it because of Anthony's return? Nah. I stopped watching them before. They just... Everything kinda seems forced nowadays. Back in the days, they were funnier because like you actually could see that things were slightly better. I feel like Anthony's was actually one of the funnier ones instead of like Ian. Ian stayed just because he stayed. And the issue was that when Anthony left for the first time, he said that Smosh is no longer what it used to be, and I actually agreed with him. It wasn't really anything like that. They got bought by another studio and their content went a different route, that they own their company again. No, they don't. They are now under Red and Link. They were bought by Red and Link. They didn't bought it back by anyone. It's still like Red and Link's thing. Because they were bought by, what was it, like Hi-Fi Media, something like that. And generally they started making like weird ass things. They had to put the watermark logo on their videos, which made no sense. They started losing people. Hi S6, glad to have you here. Welcome back, doing well. Glad to hear it. So basically, like that was like the lowest point, and then they've said, like, the company said that they are going bankrupt and Smosh had no longer possibilities to like sustain. So that was that. Their TNTL series is great though. And no, try not to laugh. Also, like, it was good at the start, but it started to fall off with time too. Life isn't strange, we're just sitting each side of one big rock talking through this place, to be honest. Feels so wholesome. Yeah, I have to say, I really... I do prefer it this way. I do prefer everything being this way. Like, I really like all of you and talking with all of you. Other rock dwellers, exactly. But yeah, I feel like it's really good. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm having fun just, you know, turning the start streaming button and, you know, just having talk with all of you about absolutely random things, even things like, you know, situation on different people. But like, I don't really want to talk about dramas, so as long as there's a drama, that's that. Don't worry, there's no like topic. I don't there's one thing actually that's a different between my rules and other streamers' rules. Other streamers have like, oh yeah, and keep things in chat only to the thing we have on the stream, which for me sucks because it's only limiting things to something that streamer wants to talk about, and it's not allowing people to actually bring out their own parts of conversation. Like, every one of you want to talk about something different, all of you have your own questions, and actually I feel like it's way better to actually allow you all of you have this like freedom of topic. Like, I can keep up with several topics too, and it might be a bit different, but like, I'm always reading messages when I'm, you know, either when I'm trying to respond to them or like just reading them out loud, just so you would know that I actually see them. But the thing is that like, it's also like a way to showcase that, hey, I actually now respond to this part of the topic. So like, I'm trying to show also sign that I'm continuing certain topic, etc. But the thing is that yeah, I do prefer when we are going off topic. Like, art is good. I would love talking about art, but I do understand that you might actually want to talk about something else, and that's good too. Like, for example, I'm playing also different games like Zenless Zone Zero or Black Myth Wukong, right? So, or Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So when you have a question or you want to talk about those games, I can talk about them too, right? Like with like, I think yesterday we've had a really nice talk about Zenless Zone Zero. and like my whole team structure, etc. And I've actually got a really good advice which works because I've tested it out when it comes to the team. That's why I love you. Aww. Heartos, lots of Heartos. Have you tried Black Ops 6 yet? I don't like shooters. I don't like FPSs. Like all Call of Duties are like FIFA for me. I feel so free. So basically, like FIFA, Call of Duties, Battlefields, all of them seem the same. I don't see any difference between them. Yeah. And I don't really like shooters, like FPSs. Like, the only FPS I've played was that I liked. Like the only FPS that I've played and I had fun with was actually Cyberpunk. That was the only FPS that I've actually had fun with. Maybe because it was more of an RPG, and I like RPGs, and that you could do anything. When I get my PC, I will play with you one day, I promise. I can't wait actually to play with you then. I can't wait to play with you. I love Cyberpunk, yeah. It's actually really great. Too bad they've actually had really bad start. They had like a false start. But I guess it's because they had like a lot of pressure from a lot of people, like fans, companies, like, you know, those third-party companies and stuff. And just generally, like, you know, they were forced to like they've had to do like a forced release, and because of that they haven't tested things out. It kind of felt that like they've actually uploaded the very wrong version of what they're supposed to have. I got into it right when the DLC released, so I missed all the starting issues. I see. So you had a good period. I've actually played a little. I think I've almost finished that game when I played it for the first time. But then there were like, because of the issues and a lot of like bullshittery, like because of the bugs and stuff. Like for example, oh yeah, you have to enter the vehicle and start going a very certain way. I've entered the vehicle and I've exploded. I did the same with NMS, yeah. Did you heard Carnival Hunt new game? Check out my home country game. Wait, Carnival Hunt? Let me see, because I think I saw it on the Halloween thingy. Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption featuring Undead Nightmare soon. Oh, new Dragon's Age is out. That's crazy. Yo, Shenmue! It's for 6 PLN. I'm actually going to spend money on it. I want Shenmue 3. There's Brotato and... what's else on sale? I've seen Vampire Survivor 2. Bro. Scanner Sombre, dude, that's crazy game, I'm telling you. Cult of the Lamb. I want to buy Cult of the Lamb, but it's like more or less most of the cash I have right now on my account, so I'm going to restrict myself to Shenmue and Vampire Survivors probably. Or maybe Brotato. I don't know. I think Vampire Survivors though. I want to buy Cult of the Lamb later. I might also get Backshot Roulette. How about that? Do you want to see me playing Backshot Roulette? Oh, I can also get Dying Light. I might get Dying Light too. Wait, let me just throw things to my wishlist and just buy things from the wishlist later on. So I have this on my list already. Brotato. A Loop Hero sucks for me, I don't know why, I just don't like it. Hmm. Sorry, wait, let me... There we go. I switched to YouTube. Cult of the Lamb is a fun game to play with interactive chat. Yeah, actually, that's cool. Beer Studios. Same with NMS. Okay, I'm going to check for that too. Beer Studios, okay. There are RPGs. Let me check RPGs they have. Diablo 4, Shadows of War. Actually, I have Middle Earth game. But the other Middle Earth, try Ale and Tale. Might actually look into that too. Stalker, nah. Darkwood, meh. Yeah, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, that's the game I have. The first one from the thing. Vampire, I think I have Vampire. Southern Sanctuary? How about that, eh? The Unliving? Crazy. But it has mixed things, okay. Let's see. The Hex, Imposter Factory, Ring of Pain. It's literally everything. Meat RPG. Actually, MEAT is a game made by the Polish rapper. He's like old. He was like an old Polish rapper, and he actually went in to make the game. Apparently, it's one of the better ones made by Poles. Actually. Van Helsing. The second game. Third game. Book of Demons. That's crazy. Book of Demons I've heard was quite good. Death Trap? Nah. Of Orcs and Men. Date Z. Damn. Tamarack Trail, man. I don't like games like that. Yaga. That seems like an interesting game. I might get it. Try Dress to Impress. Dress to Impress is Roblox game. I don't really play Roblox. To be fair, like at certain point, I've seen someone play like a Awaken Astral Blade. Seems nice. JK, but fun though. So generally I've seen someone playing like some Dragon Ball games and that wasn't even looking like the typical game from Roblox, to be fair. It was actually like on Dragon Ball Online that was cut short. Bad to Bad, Apocalypse, Zero Order Tactics, Defon. Too bad I have so much like costs to throw in. Lords of the Fallen actually was the game. I have Lords of the Fallen, I think. Yeah, I have it. Why does it have mixed ones? Not sure. Evil Wizard. Doesn't really look like a game I would play. Maybe it would be something. Sharded World. That one looks quite interesting. Bullet Hell RPG roguelike. Shooter with the top-down view. Let's challenge our brain. Frostpunk never really went in for me, to be fair. Unfortunately. You're amazing, Tigochi. Oh no, I've seen it. It's the game where the character dies anyway, right? Like, no matter what you do, the character dies. And you get like different endings because of it. Oh yeah, Lords of the Fallen 2014. There was other Lords of the Fallen? Sally Face. I've seen Sally Face and that's actually really darn interesting one. Game. A really interesting game. Too bad I've actually seen the game though. I feel like that's one of those games that you have to strive up, play it, just to get the game, just to get to know the game. And if you already see it, you don't have like much to go with. Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cat? Maybe? I've seen just one episode of it. I could play it. It feels like one of those games too. Madison. The Thaumaturge. The Thaumaturge is weird game. Actually, I've been applying for a job to that studio when they were actually about to release this game. If they would hire me, most likely I would actually draw for the Thaumaturge. A fun fact, actually. Strange Horticulture. Worshippers of Cthulhu. That game is weird. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Yeah. That's actually literally me. Literally me. Literally me. What the fuck is wrong with my brain? Let me get Shenmue like to my wish list. Where can I get it? My wish list. Man, I can get the multi-pack of Shenmue from 1 to 3 for 43 PLN. Straight up, I don't have that much of cash on me. How to change DPI? DPI can be changed when you are opening when you are making the first when you are making a new canvas. You can change it in resolution section. There we go. At least I'll get the Shenmue Deluxe edition. Shenmue 3. Spiral Up? What's that? Wandering Sword? Looks quite a-okay. Okay, now I see that this looks like one of those companies that are releasing like a crap ton of weird games. Hoping that something is going to be good. Growing Up. Dungeon Island, yeah, most likely like this. Just a bunch of different things. Difficult games, but my persona is literal internet. I'm cooked. Here's the question. Would you want to see me play Balantro and get mad at gambling? It's okay, which one do you use? 600 is definitely too much. I would recommend, like, 72 is enough if you don't want to print. For printing, you are going for 300 dpi. If you are not, 72 is enough. Like straight up. Core Keeper. I want Core Keeper. I've seen this game a lot. It was really fun. I've heard they've added a lot since the beta, and I've seen only beta. I got pixels in my drawing. Oh, I got pixels in my drawing? What do you mean? Like, it also depends how about your like gap, brush density, anti-aliasing of your brush, etc. Okay, I think I've got like enough. I've got 27 games on my wish list right now. I might actually update it to see the wish list. Sorry for that hold up with everything. Sorry. Couldn't find the game on Steam for some reason. Jayon. Try Fragile? I might, actually. Actually might try Fragile. Yeah, it works, okay. I have to watch out exactly for everything that I have here. Just so I wouldn't mess things up with the shading and so I wouldn't overshade. Because I can also make her face look fat for some reason. If you overshade it. I just downloaded the brush tool. It's so complex, so I just go back to my default setting. What brush did you got? I do recommend getting the Rhino Tuna shading brush, actually. Like Rhino Tuna brush, generally. It's really good. I use it for everything, actually. Like, all of the things you see here is generally made with one brush only, and it's Rhino Tuna brush. Which is just a round brush from Photoshop with some settings. I want to also get some more brushes though. I need some more brushes that would be slightly better actually. For couple things, couple projects. Generally I want to actually make like a set of illustrations, set of paintings actually, and like apply to get the exposition at art galleries. I can actually do that alone. Depends actually if they are going to be interested in my artworks. I don't know, just Chinese guy recommend me. It's so fucking hard. You can you send me this one? I can check, because I have some Chinese brushes. Bob Ross once said, feel the nature. Feel the nature, motherfucker. Bob Ross didn't die for it. Damn. Yeah, Actually, can you believe that you can't really buy any artwork that Bob Ross made on the show? Are you alone? I'm alone. Yeah, I am alone. Not like in-house totally, but I'm alone. After the stream, probably I'm going to sit down and do a couple things. Like, you know, I have to sit up late just because I have night shifts and I can't really, you know, get myself to sleep really early because it's going to cause couple issues during the shift. Like, for example, almost falling asleep at the shift, which I can't really allow myself for. There's a lot of things that I kind of effed up at the start. Who is that behind you? Man, good trick, but there's no one behind me, I know. I have a weird sense when I know that someone is actually creeping behind me. That's why I can't... like, I had trouble sleeping because people had to go through my room. And I had this issue that, like, I felt that someone is in my room just because they are, like, walking through my room. Now, like, I've put, like, a huge ass, freaking wardrobe that is, like, doing now for a wall for me. And literally the thing is that, how to say this? The thing is that I don't have this issue as much anymore, but I can still like I don't know, detect Lochem. I can't. Because my room is literally a corridor. And I've now made a proper room out of my room by making this wardrobe. I've bought a wardrobe at IKEA. It was custom made. And costed me like 5 days of assembly. Like straight up, it was 5 or 2 days of assembly. Because like at one day I had to bring everything out, buy it, then wait for the delivery. After the delivery I had to spend like an entire day of freaking assembly. Then I had to spend like 3 more days just to put things in the right place. Wow, nah. It's a normal thing. It's just... the thing is that this wardrobe is just... like... So you are in wardrobe right now? No, not really. The wardrobe is like outside. Like... I'm in a proper room right now. That's the thing. But like the worst thing of it all is that I live now in a room that is 2x2. Because my room wasn't big to begin with. And it's like, you know. Thoughts on Ethan Becker? I mean, here's the thing. He had like a persona going on about. It was at times quite funny. Some people were finding it problematic. They've made a drama. End of story. He's not active anymore. He dropped YouTube. Like, he had some, like, couple videos that he wanted to send out because he already like made work on it. Okay, me go sleep now. Good night. Good night, RKRB. Good night. So basically, like, he had couple videos that he wanted to, you know, send out as a finish, and basically that's it. Like, after that, I think he just made like couple podcasts for that animation he was working on for Netflix. Still the god in art community. Nah. I mean, he was good. He actually debunked several different things that some, like, elitist artists were trying to push on people, which made no sense. Like, for example, the triangle, which is quite normal, especially in anime, because, for example, here's the thing. If you look at how anime is made, how it looks like, you can kinda see that all the faces are kinda built like cat faces. So generally this like triangle that there was for the anime characters that people had such a pain of the ass about was just because a lot of people were using the same rule, just like trying to make it like a cat face generally. That's it, that's all. There was nothing else to begin with, there was no second end, straight up. So, I don't know. At this point, like, you know, I don't really care. I've never really, like, I've stepped out from the art community. I was at certain point at local even, you know, the community that a lot of artists are shitting on other artists anonymously, but it's not how it's supposed to be. It was just full of unnecessary drama, etc. Art is beautiful. We should focus on creating. We as artists were blessed to have possibility to create something out of nothing, and I believe more people should have access to this. And people who are like doing all of this like gatekeeping for art are just idiots for me. That's it. Like, everyone has right to make art. Of course, there are like more or less experienced artists. This is something that I'm always saying, but we shouldn't like shun someone because of just because their skills are not on the level of someone who drew for 10 years, for example, because they've just started. That's it. Give them time. In 10 years they are going to have the same amount of skills, but guess what? If that person who previously drew for 10 years is going to keep drawing for those 10 years, the 10 years gap is still going to be there. This is why a lot of like starting artists have issues, because they are comparing themselves constantly to the other artists. Like, I'm constantly drawing. It's not like I'm not drawing anymore. So of course I'm going to always also improve. Of course, well, the issue might be that I might start improving slower, because, for example, the room for improvement starts to be smaller too, right? So when I think that I'm done, even if I say that I'm done, it doesn't mean that I'm not. It doesn't mean that I'm done with improving, because even though I've said like, okay, I'm done with making my art style, I've made my art style, that's it. I'm still going to gain experience the more I'm going to draw. So basically that's the same rule for anything. If you, for example, start making maths and you're good at maths and you're like progress doing those maths, even if like 5th grader is good at maths and you're already finishing your school, the 5th grader, it might be as good as you, but only the moment when they are going to be at the same time period when you are. So for example, I'm now drawing for like around 18 years now. You are still going to achieve the same level of experience as me around the same time. Of course, if you are going to keep drawing. So this is the main fact that a lot of artists are trying to hide or ignore. So yeah, this is just generally, if someone ever from art community tells you that, oh, you should stop drawing, you suck. No, it's not because of that. It's because a lot of artists became elitists and they want to gatekeep the art. So when they see a newcomer, they're doing everything to make their life a living hell, to make them stop drawing. Why? Because they want to keep their jobs, because they, for example, are going to have another person that they would have to compete with. So let's say I'm going to go and start working on a project in like some sort of game development studio, and how it's going to look like. Other artists are going to try to prove me worse than them because they have high ego, while I simply don't care. I just have a task and I want to complete that task. But a lot of artists have this like specific ego that they just keep going on, and they are just like instead of tending to their art, they are tending to that ego. They are like making that bubble grow. Unfortunately, there are times where that bubble pops and those artists are dropping art for good. This is like never-ending loop. This is like a paradox of an artist. So simply because I always say that I suck, I just improve myself, because I look at my artworks with criticism. I look at my artworks, I notice the mistakes, I see the room for the improvement. This is something that I always like to share while, for example, talking about my own artworks, or share when I'm giving like first comers to art, like the very first tips. Always analyze your own artworks and compare yourself to your past self. So let's say you've been drawing now for a year. Take your newest drawing and take your oldest drawing and compare those two. I can tell you that you're going to see huge improvement, even though you think that compared to the other artists you suck. Because you are not looking at your improvement, you're looking at someone else's improvement. This is like the magic trick that actually helped me to keep drawing for years without a break. There was no day that I wouldn't draw, or at least sketch for 15 minutes. For a couple years at this point, I think like 10, I've been already like drawing for every single day for at least 15 minutes. And this is only because I've learned this trick. I've stopped like comparing myself to others. I've started comparing myself to myself. And it's really like started to kick me in the head, so to say, that, hey, like, look, there are things. I like those things, but there are things in this artwork that I could do better. So I'm starting to research those about those things, to learn those things. And what would you know? In like a couple weeks, I actually have better drawing because I've gained skills. I've learned. I've got experience. This is why art is beauty, right? At least in my eyes, because We have this whole right to do anything we want. We have this right to draw whatever we want. I love the opinion, very agreed. Yeah. That's why, you know, we have two channels for artworks, like showcase of an artwork and asking for criticism channel, because sometimes also people are not in the place to receive feedback, right? So of course, just seeing the artwork itself, you know, just showing the artwork itself, it's like helping them build the confidence in their own artworks. Sometimes receiving a simple compliment can save someone from dropping art, generally, because I believe that's something we should save people from. If there's an artist, someone who actually enjoys art, they should keep drawing, because it is, as a matter of fact, a blessing to be able to create something out of nothing. Okay, I believe I've got it. Because like the light is hitting from here, so like this side, to be honest, we all thief of this world? Thief of this world? Huh? sorry. I'm just, you know, slightly confused today. But like, so to say, kinda we are all trying, wanting to thrive through the world, in this world. We like actually try to thrive, be better, and like a lot of people actually want to receive compliments and stuff, simply because they want to feel, you know, feel good. They want to feel noticed, right? Sometimes that's all that one need. Hi Zayu, hope you're alright, how's it going? It's been a while. English is bad. Thieves, I don't know. Burglar of this world, we steal from each other. Oh, okay, gotcha. At school? Oh, I see. Okay, so thieves of this world. Yeah, like, kinda. I kinda agreed. But it's more likely that we are, like, taking, like, happiness from each other. And so I want to give all of you the safe space you could run to when someone will try to take a slice of happiness from you. Also, Zayu, hope you are not using your phone during the classes. Your teachers would be mad at you and me. I wonder what was first ever cavemen thinking when they make painting. Ooh, meat, ooh, family, ooh, fire, ooh, today I feel so buffalo. Actually, they were most likely trying. It was most likely like a photo album. They were like actually trying to keep track of their past of some sort. So it was like the first thing that it was like a first kind of thought that there is a split between what happens now, what happened before, and what is about to happen. So they started to like paint for the future people, right? So like, let's say a grandpa was like writing down their memories like in a diary, so their children could also not only know what their grandpa was doing, but also learn from his experiences. But their way of communication was like simple paintings generally, because they had no written language. I believe if they would have a written language, we would actually understand far more what they were thinking about though. I'm worried that I've overshaded the face here, but it's like a very specific thing. It should have lots of shadows because of the point of view and like how the light hits. You know? I believe also about, you know, coming back to the topic of the first caveman's paintings, I believe actually scientists like understood what was going on. Some of them were even like thought to be messengers to others, like, hey, I've seen around this area like a huge steed, like a huge like bunch of animals, right? Or over here there were mammoths that we've slain, or over here there was a mammoth that we've slayed, so you can actually find more meat here, like this kind of thing, right? So like it was quite clever system, because even nowadays like soldiers or like generally, you know, people are still leaving marks, like symbols for each other that are easily understood. So like, for example, on the blue background you have like a you know, like a Y, like a white Y. What does it mean? That there's a split path, right? That there's a path splitting, for example. It's like, you know, it was like a very prehistoric iconography, like the very first way of freaking road signals or whatever. But it was actually even thought that the first cavemen also had their own like different languages, and iconography helped them to communicate with each other, because like they had no like established languages. So let's say each family had their own language basically, and iconography was allowing them to actually communicate between each family generally. So like, for example, our language evolves, but it evolves slower because we have already established rules, etc. They had no such thing, so the evolution of their languages was going so quickly that actually father could have huge issues to communicate with his son, for example. That's why the iconography was also really helpful for them. Like, speaking of, sorry, I'm such a nerd. I love reading about random topics. It's one of the topics I've actually read about. Actually, not that long ago, to be fair. But yeah. It's really cool, really cool. Imagine how things would look like right now. To be fair, even now, like, you can kind of think, I liked. Like, even so to say, you may say that we already have like more or less the same speed of language evolution between each other. Like, for example, my father had his own slang, I have my own slang, and you know, another, like, you know, younger generations have their own slang, like, you know, skibidi gyat Riesler, right? Like this kind of thing. I don't understand them. I would need someone actually draw me a freaking, like, iconography, what they freaking mean. For real though, for real. It's crazy. Very intelligent person, are you? Thank you. I've always thought that I'm such a huge idiot. It's good that someone thinks more about me than myself. Okay, I believe now the face looks a-okay, considering how does it look like now. Arm looks okay, this arm looks okay, her chest looks okay. Yeah. So now stomach and thighs. It will be done with the skin, just as I've planned today. To be fair, I really want to take a moment and buy those games. Good, now us. Man. Most fun part, yeah. You know, I might have huge issues later on because I have to actually reshade everything. Like, not really huge issues, but like, you know, like, damn, I have to add like additional colors later on after everything. So I need to also brighten certain parts. That's why I'm coming back to different elements of her face or like body generally. Just because I'm looking at this, because this is something that I actually recommend. If you have this possibility, like the best possibility you have to have actually like more or less indicator where the light comes from and how everything's supposed to be shaded. Something that I've been using for a while now. It really helps. I wasn't really showing it, but why not sharing this, you know? This general thing. Lesson of the day, yeah. Like, it's not really going to be that difficult. I just have to add a tint to rims of the shadows and like add addition, like bounce light that is going to tint shadows from the other side, and so and so and so on. So that's the only thing that I have to do actually. And the only issue I have kinda with the lighting as of now, so I'm almost done with. Okay, yeah, that's actually good. That's really darn good. I like it. Me like. Okay. That. Yeah, that one is already shaded properly. Okay. So. Rest the stomach. Okay, so first of all, look, there's this arm, right? What this arm does, it's occluding. So it's like going here. So this arm is going to have a shadow of itself here. This is why it's actually so good. I'll have to actually add the, you know, changes on her rolls, because like even a very slim person, when they are like, you know, bending over kinda or like twisting their body, they still have like rolls, because on the stomach you still have fat and like very thick skin generally. So actually if you are like, you know, quote unquote improper weight for your height, right, you still are going to see rolls just because your skin is very thick around the stomach area. And there's still going to be some fat, because we shouldn't really have 0% fat, because it's also an organ. And this is why when we actually let like more fat to build up and we are starting to lose weight, the organism is like screaming, hey, something's wrong, we are losing one of us, right? And it's like, that's why you want to drop the amounts of fats slower, like actually slow, because then the body doesn't really notice the loss. It's not causing like any, you know, bounce back to the previous weight. Love handle, yeah, kinda. Hi Corey, got Abby here. How are you? Hope everything's going. I believe this is the first time, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? It's my first time here. Do you like drawing? What are you drawing? We are drawing a fan art for Zenless Zone Zero with Burnice and Piper. And just for now, I'm just generally placing some shadows, some basic shadows actually, on her stomach. We will see. To be fair, it kinda already looks slightly better than how it looked like for other parts of the body, to be fair. The one we are drawing right now is Piper, actually, from Zone Zero, if someone doesn't know the characters. Intelligence 100? Man. Hey, that's actually looking quite nice. I hate when artists start making the press songs. Aww. How so? I need to actually correct the lines because it's a bit meh. These lines are actually getting a bit in the way of everything. Future plans? To be fair, I don't know. Like for sure, I'm now making the... I want to take care of the project that I'm working on. I also started a long-term commission where I'm going to make animations. We've had a first meeting today. And like a brief actually, like what exactly we are doing, making like the idea for the scenario, etc. Just so, you know, I could also sit down and start working, for example. Tomorrow we might actually have another talk to establish more details. Probably I'm going to also sit down and when I'm going to have, you know, off moment for my project, most likely I'm going to sit down and write at least scenario for the animation. It's not really going to be really like difficult or anything like that. It's just going to be a simple like just a simple, you know, description of actions, because generally it's going to be more or less like a music video. And I guess that's that. I'm also going to probably right after the stream play Zenless on 0 because I've got the energy back and I can actually do some more, you know, missions to farm items because I need to still, you know, upgrade my characters. You know, finally got the possibility to reach level 60 with my characters and generally with everything. So like finish maxing out the stats, finish maxing out the how's it called? I forgot. Finish maxing out the so stats, levels, taking, like generally making a whole build for the character, etc. Like all characters, because you can have 3 in team. And basically after that I want to like start planning out a second team, because you can actually play like 2 teams. I already more or less have an idea I want to go for it, so we'll see. We'll see. Making game, yep. I am making a game, that's true. Like for the project that I can actually show on the stream, I have a lot to write down. Like there's a lot of things that I actually have to take care of first before even like thinking that I can get into it, to be fair. So like generally understanding the language that I'm going to use, so C#, and I'll need more, I just need more things to it. I was thinking to like do a couple games to understand things a bit more for C#, but it's going to be a bit more difficult for me, considering that, you know, I don't know anything from this language, so I have to actually really slowly go with everything. So I need to first learn the C#, I need to slowly build around the project I want to hit, etc, etc, etc. So like all of it is going to be really specific, so to say. Game developer, I want a big game designer, concept designer, artist. I see. To be fair, like, this is also my dream. Like, I always wanted to be a concept artist, because I love concept art and character design generally. So I wanted to do those things. Like, character design is also one of the missions of, you know, concept art. Yeah, like I really wanted this thing to happen. I just wanna make own moving pixel shite. Yeah. Same. Actually, same. I have a plan to make like a Hogwarts Legacy-like game. Like, I'm going to make my own story where the main character is like sent to the school, my own systems, etc. But like more or less the same idea, just so you spend an entire year throughout the entire story, and just you have maybe you're going to have like couple different stories to go about. So I might also think about how I can transfer how I can transfer the saves, right? Like save states. So generally, like you can make some you can bully a person, and basically that character is going to remember that also in another game, because you've transferred your save, right? So like I want to probably it's going to be easy to make, like, but I have to like write down everything. That's why it's really going to be a long time for everything. But to be fair, yeah, like starting off with like simple pixel art games is something that I've also wanted to go about, just like you say. I wanted to build my portfolio for concept art by making the concept artworks for that game. So I might still like think about it. And you know, it's another issue to build around. Like, you know, after all, it's going to be really difficult to find time for anything. I have so much on my head, but I'm happy with a couple things. There's always something to progress on, for example. I've been wondering where I've been. I don't know, this song just reminds me about this this other song that I've just said, mentioned. But to be fair, making like pixel art animations for the games is not really that difficult. You can actually make it really easily and quickly. I'm right now like trying to figure out the hand-drawn stuff instead of pixel art, so we will see. We will actually see. I thought studying uni for just certificate, but getting into it making my brain work, uni really needed studying animation, by the way. Yeah. I understand. Like, me myself, I've actually learned how to animate from huge inspo on Riot, especially Arcane, I see. So like generally my own like animation fling actually went on when I've started to think about becoming a indie game developer. It's going actually not for that long, and I've been like trying to figure out stuff. Surprisingly, actually, if I make things properly and like do all the bases and stuff, I could make like really advanced animations in Redo. How to make my own story? There are a couple methods actually for writing. you can use a snowflake method, which is really cool. You kind of establish everything from one sentence. So like, let's say, I have tried world building once. For games, if you want to make games on your own, like your own moving pixel art shit, like as you've mentioned, you need to actually learn how to do that. So basically, you want to establish the general idea of the world and rules that are going around. You can start even with like one sentence, and that's still going to work perfectly for you. So basically, let's say a young boy gets abandoned by the house of normal humans, but it soon appears that he's a powerful wizard who has to stand on front of his destiny. For example, Harry Potter in one sentence. So generally you already establish what's up with the main hero and stuff. And like basic description of the world and like basic description of the thing. Okay, I think I've got everything for that leg. I think I might not even need those because it's not like tightly around everything, so the light is going to sleep underneath like this. But this one is like tighten up, so that'll for sure need like a good amount of shadow. And same thing here, like it's not necessarily like needed. But on the other hand, this might be needed. I wish I had courage, like, oh, there's driving. I feel lost most of the time, I don't know. I mean, what you feel lost about, actually? Like, what you want to do? Are you feeling lost about your life? Like, the direction you are going? So basically, I had this really difficult feeling about like, what am I supposed to do in like everything, because I've had plans, the plans didn't really work out, and I've ended up like not even knowing how am I supposed to get a job anywhere. So basically, I've been trying to go around couple things. I've been, trying things out. I've learned a lot about making art in different ways. It was very difficult because I had to burst my comfort zone, and it was like every single time when I was doing something new, I had to come out of it. So the thing is that sometimes it's good to actually get out of your comfort zone and do things you for now feel like you might not even be good at, because remember that all you need is actually time, and even when you are new to this certain subject, you might actually gain a lot of knowledge and thrive in those things. When it comes to like making games, if you are lost in that, it's good to like try to plan out your way of working. If you know what you want from yourself, you know what you want from your game, and that's it. You want to actually understand your own game before even so generally you want to understand your own game before even, like, you know, skipping around. If you have no idea even where to start with making all those games and stuff, you want to just, you know, slowly go around with everything, like just let yourself flow in certain direction. Just do this. There's nothing to fear about. Thank you. No problem, man. No problem. It's normal. It's natural to feel like this. Remember that you're just a human, okay? We're all experiencing our ups and downs. Sometimes we feel lost for years, and sometimes we change directions where we are going because it just feels like the direction we're going doesn't seem right. So yeah. I'm not into coding and stuff, I just love to design something. To be fair, I've started coding just recently, or rather learning how to code just because of that video game project. But I have to say, as an artist, it's not really that bad. It's still like you're still designing something, right? You're still designing the game, just code-wise. So like it's actually still good. So yeah, that's generally that. And to be fair, I have to say that as an artist, it really helps me to learn how to code, because I've been learning so many different like designing tools, many different mediums for art, that actually learning how to code in a language that actually makes sense, because I finished a school as an IT specialist. I actually have European certificates, so but it's not really useful anywhere. Waste of time, I would say. But generally, like, I wanted to have the like basic idea of getting into digital art and stuff, so I was kinda building my school setup just to have that experience with everything that actually games would need. So yeah, that's that. But learning how to code also takes time, and also takes a moment from the from the designing. So I have to say that if you, for example, try to give it a try and you won't feel like it's something for you, I guess it would be good to try and search for someone around the how to say this, around the around the general base, so to say, and just find someone who's into coding and not art, for example. That's really good. Sometimes things like that are being created, maybe not even sometimes, but quite often. You have artists that want to make a game but doesn't know how to code and doesn't want to learn, and you have a programmist who doesn't know how to draw and doesn't want to learn how to draw. So basically those two quite often are, getting along and start like, oh, I'm working on those so many different creatures, graphics, etc., and do this like just typing in the code and makes things work, and you make game like just like that. I know it might sound like it's like it's easy, but it's actually not, because there were so many different moments where artists got fucked over by a programmist, or programmist being fucked over by an artist. So that's also why I've never really thought about getting into such team. I have trust issues because I've actually had my project stolen by someone the same way. One of the very old projects. So yeah, you didn't even finish it because he was lacking graphics. Yeah, like he thought that he's going to like cut me off from all of the sources, and I'm still going to send him the graphics, like the last graphics. I didn't, because I noticed that what he was about, what he was going to do, and like I didn't send him the last graphics. I've just told him to fuck off for what he tried to do, and that was generally that. A really bad situation. It was quite sad because, I've kind of trusted the dude. We had like, more or less similar dream. The guy just didn't want to share the money, basically. Also, yeah, when you're making the games on your own, 100% of the money goes to you. When you are working in a team, you have to make a split. So, yeah. Man, I have a weird, weirdly my nose is just getting stuffy, and I just hope that it's not going to happen when we're going to draw or rather color Burnice's ass, because it's going to look weird. To be fair, I kind of feel that I should end at this point. I think we're live for a while now, and I'm not even counting hours. It's like 21:32. I think we are like almost over 2 hours at this point. I guess that's good because it's like, you know, summarizing the streams that I were doing shorter. But like at the same time, you know, there are still things that I want to do, so I don't know what to do. Okay, I think I've got it, kinda. Shadows are going to be really tricky around this area. And now I just need to make like a gradient shade going here. Because it's like, you know, rolling around. You know, her thigh is like rolling around. There we go, like this. And now I need to get the base stone and do something like that. Okay, I believe that's okay. No. At least I hope so. Should be. One way or another. Okay. Yep. I don't really like cast shadows. That's why you might not really see me making cast shadows, but I really want to go full on for this illustration, to be fair. And I think actually I might need to make this whole thing like way shorter. Yeah, like this. And just wrap around here. Man, I have to actually buy from... from the... how is it called? I have to buy from the... Huion a new anti-glare film to actually change it, because the current one is like scratched already. Like, really. It's like a most likely for the protection of your thing rather than, you know, that much of a help. But yeah. There we go. Okay. So that leg, yeah, that leg looks okay. Yeah, everything looks on paper okay. So there are a couple of things that I still have to do actually before doing anything. YouTube chat got frozen. No, wait, really? Oh, okay, sorry. God damn it. Okay, wait. I was younger, I used to make games. Hi, Hates, May. Glad to have you here. How are you? How's it going? Hope you are not... I didn't hurt you by not noticing, yeah? Chat on YouTube froze on me, so sorry. I was younger, I used to make games out of paper, no phone, just made turn-based Pokemon knockoff. Still in me making games easy in a way, but coding is not for me, if I have to say. To be fair, it's like a very specific stuff going on about coding, and it is not easy, but when you, like, it's not easy not because of the syntax, which is like language of the game generally, but it's actually not easy just because of a... it's just because of a issue that is like understanding how to build the code, because actually code can be represented with a certain like a the code can be represented with like a building block, so you can actually still plan out how the code is going to look like before even writing it down. And this is when the more difficult part starts. So that's that. And yeah, it's really difficult. That one is very difficult, like understanding the basics. YouTube is horrible. If moving economy was the fact I would be gardener for sure, bro. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, I don't know. I believe we've run out of quota on the chat because I'm using like a outside app for streaming, just to see the chats on both. Right? So just because we've run out of quota, it's not updating on YouTube, so that's that. And I was on the references, so I couldn't see you writing. I'm really sorry. May also sorry that I didn't welcome you properly. See you next time. Yep. Bye bye. So. Expect RKRB, thank you for being active in the chat on Twitch. Val, Star, Jayon, Astric, Glitch, S6, Expect, Zayu, and Corey and May, thank you all for being active in the chat on YouTube. And yeah, folks, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Take care, and